Dear viewer, welcome to the LTS section, where, as you could already see from the 3D models on your right, there are three different digital light engravers which differ in terms of both orientation of exposure and format. The technology for all three machines is the same, which is direct laser diode computer to screen, and, as already said before, we have an horizontal engraving unit with glass, which is the LTS 6080, and two with vertical engraving, which are the 8012 and 1015. Starting from the things that the three units have in common, we can say that we have the same light source, 405 nanometers laser diode, and we have the same simple intuitive software for all the LTS. And all of them can be connected to a normal electrical outlets with voltage from 110 to 240 volts. But now let's get into each unit, starting with LTS 6080. This is the smallest and more compact LTS with a size of 167 by 82 by 93 centimeters with an exposure area of 60 by 80 centimeters and a maximum usable frame format of 85 by 110 centimeters. You can expose a single frame with a single image or manage multiple images on same frame or multiple images on multiple frames at the same time. This makes the LTS system really versatile and highly productive. LTS 6080 can be modified on request in order to expose specific frames for MNR, MHM and other printing machines. The machine weighs 597 kilograms and the power consumption of 350 watts with 96 lasers in use. Let's move on to LTS 8012. It exposes screens vertically, has an exposure area of 80 by 120 centimeters and can expose one frame up to a size of 115 by 167 centimeters or two frames with a size of up to 64 by 91 centimeters. This enables very high productivity. Because you can simultaneously manage more stencils and more images, also thanks to the great flexibility of the software specifically designed for this activity. The machine dimensions are 220 by 64 by 163 centimeters with a weight of 925 kilograms with 128 lasers in line and a power consumption of 800 watts. Finally, let's talk about LTS 1015, which is the largest of the LTS family with an exposure area of 100 by 150 centimeters and a maximum usable frame of 140 by 200 centimeters. With LTS 1015, you can also expose one or more images on the same frame or more frames with multiple images. The machine dimensions are 220 by 68 by 200 centimeters with a weight of 1,200 kilograms and it uses 160 lasers in line and has a power consumption of 1,000 watts. What makes LTS an easy, simple and very versatile system? Surely the possibility to choose the most suitable resolution from the job to be performed among 5 resolutions from 847 dpi to 2540 dpi and not being stuck in a single resolution space like almost all CTS in the market. You have the possibility to engrave screens with all mesh counts, types of emulsions and possible combination of EOM, thanks to the lasers, high maximum output and adjustable power. LTS has long laser life and minimal maintenance. You can register one or more images on one or more frames simultaneously. With LTS, the use of films and the obligation to register the films are eliminated, transferring the image directly and engraving the emulsion in a single process. Last but not least is the fact that the files to be used, or already used, are archived with all the exposure data so that they are ready to be reused at any time. The great flexibility, ease of use and versatility of LTS units make them ideal for almost all screen printing segments, such as t-shirts, garments, textile in general, bottles, containers, glass and industrial graphics, where frames larger than 145 by 200 centimeters are not required. Thanks for watching. For other questions or further information, book your meeting with our experts.